Do you think doubt and fear has a negative impact on your life? If so, you're in the not so silent majority. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a little science behind the antidote to fear. And then I'll share with you a practice towards the end as well, something short and sweet that you can take into your life any moment, any time, and begin working on this for yourself. If you're new here, then my name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also the author of numerous books and the creator of a mental health accelerator program called Uncover the Power Within. If you want to learn more about that and how to work more closely together and maybe also get some free resources, go ahead and click on the links in the description below. Okay, so if I showed you a graph of anxiety in the United States and around the world, you would see a spike over the last several years. And so if you're, again, experiencing that, then you're not alone. So here's the thing. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a combination of fear and uncertainty together. Fear because there's something that's in front of us that we would rather not face, and uncertainty because we don't know what's on the other end of it. And sometimes our brain gets stuck in what I call an anxious loop. And it's going in between certain thoughts of fear, it's having certain sensations in the body and the emotion that's there, and then our behavior or action that we take typically is some form of resistance to it. That could come in the form of procrastination, that could come in the form of biting our nails, or that could come in the form of as far as like not being able to get out of your house. So here's something, and I want to give you something that has a history to it and also has some science behind it. So why is the loving-kindness practice, if you've heard about it, called an antidote to fear? So loving-kindness practice is systematic practice where we're thinking of ourselves and other people and wishing them well, to feel safe and protected from inner and outer harm, to feel more ease and love in their hearts. With fear, typically there's danger. And when we turn towards ourselves and others, we get outside of our heads. It's not just about us anymore. And when we're worrying, it's about me. The underlying nature of depression and anxiety and trauma is the brain jumps into self-referencing mode. It's me. How is this going to affect me? What's the danger for me? So much so that we can get really sick of ourselves after a while. Can you relate to that? So in the loving kindness practice, basically what we're saying is, okay, hold on a second. So this is a difficult moment in my life. And I'm recognizing that this is hard. This is a part of life. These are statements that have been kind of systematized to some degree in our modern culture by self-compassion researchers, Kristen Neff, and also a wonderful teacher named Chris Germer. So this is a tough moment in life. There's tough moments. Okay, so how can I be kind to myself? So now I incline towards myself in a different way. I say something like, may I find relief from this fear. May I be free from fear. Maybe we put our hands on our heart so that our brain can recognize this connection. When we put our hands on our heart, basically what happens is we're also dialing down our thinking because our brain has to map the connection to our heart and our body, so it can't think at the same intensity. So we say, may I be free from fear. We don't say, I am free from fear, because we're not in that moment. So our brain doesn't buy it. That creates a backlash. We say, may I be free from fear. Instead of self-criticizing myself all the time and being hard on myself and continuing the cycle of shame and anxiety, I say, may I learn to accept myself just as I am. You see what happens as we do this is our body begins to soften typically. We're being easier on ourselves, easier on our nervous system, and we begin to soften. The opposite of fear, of the fear response, the fight, flight, freeze response is a contraction, blood rushing to your muscles so you can either fight or flee, or we shut down. May I be free from fear, the fear that keeps me stuck. May I feel more ease in my mind and my heart. And may I accept myself just as I am. It could be any combination, doesn't have to be in any particular order, but we're kind of feeling into these true and genuine intentions for ourselves. And what we're doing is our focus is now creating more of a gentleness, a softness in us. So that is one reason it's an antidote to fear. The fear response is by allowing ourselves to focus differently. Wherever our focus goes, we invite an energy to flow. And so now we're focusing differently. And so if you look, and if you kind of did a little research here, you'd find that the loving kindness practice, this particular practice, and I did it kind of in a very informal way, that we can just bring into our everyday life here for ourselves, is something that has been shown to positively impact our neurobiology. And it has been shown to increase positive emotions and perceived connection. Again, the opposite of what we feel when we're anxiety and depressed. So that was research done by Barbara Fredrickson of the University of North Carolina. I guess the last thing I want to share with you about it is that this doesn't have to be something too clunky. You just have to feel into it with a sense of being genuine towards yourself. And as you do this with a certain level of repetition, you're beginning to train your brain to refocus in ways that creates more ease and perceived safety and perceived love towards yourself and care versus fear and anxiety. So bring this into your life. Go ahead and comment below if you have questions about this. But bring this into your life with some level of repetition. Again, in this very informal way, we say to ourselves, may I be at ease, may I feel more, may I be free from fear that keeps me stuck, may I feel safe and protected in my body and mind, may I feel more calm and ease in my mind and my heart. The last thing I'll say to you about this, because this is an important thing, if you wanted to make this a little bit more, you can do this for yourself, you can do it for a person you care about. May you too. So this is a way of getting out of your mind. May I be this way, may you be this way, someone you care about, may you too be free from fear, the fear that keeps you stuck. So it's not just about you. What happens when you do that is you allow it to be something that is a little bit more impersonalized, meaning like it's not just about you, you're not alone in this, other people experience this too, and so you're wishing this for other people. When you give in this way, meaning you're giving these loving kindness intentions towards someone else, then what happens is you're kind of creating more spaciousness around it, and something feels good to give, so you're creating a good feeling within you, which is also a source of resiliency. So may I be, may you be, and then just think about it, may we all be. Think about other people in your neighborhood or in your community or in your country or in the world. May we all be free from fear. Sure, why not? Wouldn't that be, I mean, you're not saying we will be, and your mind's saying, well, that's not possible. Yeah, it's not all at the same time. It's not all gonna happen all at once. And you may not even believe that it's possible, but you're kind of wishing this in some way, and something feels good about that. So again, that's what I'll leave you with. Again, I run this mental health accelerator program. We do these walk and talks every single week, but more length of time, more therapeutic coaching on the calls, and it's really wonderful. If you want to know more about that and how to, again, work with me a little more closely, go ahead and click on the links in the description below. Otherwise, I hope this was a great benefit to you. Bring it into your life, share it with somebody who you think needs it and would benefit from it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, we do many shorts and wonderful things that are going to support your own health and well-being and your aspirations for feeling well in life. So go ahead and subscribe below and make sure to like this video. And I'll leave something on the other end of this for you to enjoy and continue growing with. Again, my name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I'll see you in the next video.